Good morning. This is Bill from Audi Europa, Naples, and today I have what is pretty inarguably one of the best looking cars in its class. This is a 2013 Audi A5 Cabrio. The A5 just has the most attractive styling out there, and one of the things that makes this particular car so bloody attractive is the color. Now, I know not everyone's going to agree with me on that, but I think a lot of people will. Teak brown is such a signature color for Audi Porsche, and such a beautiful color on this car, particularly contrasting with that interior. To me, it's just, really standout, drop dead gorgeous. 2013 was a facelift year for the A5. They, did some changes, some updates. You see it got the Audi corporate grille up front, big auto union logo there in the middle. Very aggressive front end, sort of a bulbous hood, sloping, angry headlights, fog lamps down at the bottom. Down the side, it's almost a Coke bottle appearance, almost, and if you squint, it's a little bit like the old Corvettes, of course, much more subtle. And, of course, all the other styling tricks and cues that make these A5s so bloody good looking. One of them is that really gorgeous stainless band around the windshield. I mean, nobody else does anything like that, and it really looks terrific. I also love the even the pinstripe with the Audi logo in it. I think that's a really cool touch. You can see that was factory applied. Gorgeous looking. How many spokes we got there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 spoke alloy wheels. Big, dinner plate brakes behind there. And everything just gorgeous all around. Now, in particular, this car is it's a one-owner vehicle with 13,000 miles. So it is essentially new. But beyond the low mileage and beyond the, just the statistics, whoever owned this thing was such a stickler for the way they kept their car that they probably bordered on obsessive. We'll get into that in a minute. But this is as close to a showroom new vehicle I've ever seen with miles on it. And that's truly saying something. All right, we're going to start inside the trunk because that's an important thing in the world of four-seat convertibles. That big twice pipes down there. It might be overkill for a four-cylinder. All right, so this set of keys we got with this thing. I mean, every key it ever came with and then some. Again, that's just typical of a car that's been super well kept. All right, so in the back, I've got my bag of stuff. This partition here, like in the Mercedes or BMWs, that can fold forward when the top is up and really give you a lot of luggage room back there. Also, whoever owned this thing had laser cut mats put down. These things are pretty expensive if you buy them, particularly when they come fitted like that. And they've got mats for the trunk and the whole inside of the car. But let me show you while we're here one of the most astounding features of the A5 Cabrio. And that are these little poles right here. Now what that does is release the rear seat. So this thing, like a Subaru or something, has fold down rear seating. If you have big cargo, that's absolutely invaluable with the top down even. Just incredible feature, and I don't know why more companies don't do it on their convertibles because it really adds to the utility. One thing it also does is it's hard to put them back up one-handed, but we will do that and move forward. You gotta admit, that's pretty cool. All right. Here at the back, you can see these two little pouches here, do not cover. They're covering rollover protection for this car. So in the event of, some sort of horrific incident, these things will pop up and keep you safe. Certainly your head from, having something on top of it. So very, very nice. I'll look under the hood. Okay, now this motor is truly a signature piece for Audi, and that is the 2-liter turbocharged 4. It puts out 211 horsepower. It's absolute V6 level performance from this thing, and it's incredibly smooth, incredibly well balanced. If you're driving this thing, you're never going to think it doesn't have a 6, and that's really, really cool because it turns in fantastic gas mileage. Particularly in this form, the front wheel drive mated to the CVT, you're going to get up near 30 miles per gallon on the highway, which is impressive for a luxury, cabriolet, if you will. All right, have a look inside. That rubber, it's like brand new. Whole car is just incredible. Beautiful fit and finish in here. You can see the very rich leather, looks virtually untouched. You got great legroom back there, all things considered. Nice little center console with your seat belts tucked in. You know, everything really lovely at the back. Your Canadians are going to be very chipper if you put them in the back of this car. I've seen that before. Canadians do love the A5s. All right, beautiful two-tone door panels with lovely burlwood inlays, again with the nickel, you know, trim around them. Very nice nickel-plated door pulls. You've got your power windows, your locks, your mirrors, you know, the basic stuff. Little red display light to tell you when the car is locked. And the fit and finish from Audi is terrific, and the condition from the prior owner is phenomenal. Down here, really nice touch on the power seats, again with the nickel trim around them. It's just the kind of, you know, stylistic cues you wouldn't expect from the Germans. Oh, maybe. Audi's pretty good with that stuff. They must have an Italian working for them. All right, let's fire this thing up. To do that, I've just inserted the key there, pushed in while I'm on the brake, and it fires right to life. Now, this thing does have, whatchamacallit, seatbelt retractors. So when I close the door, the seatbelt comes out. Very, very nice stuff. Makes it easy to hand it to you. So when I put my seatbelt on, there it goes. Retracts very neatly into place. So nice stuff all around. Excuse me. So over here we have a driver information center in the center of a very well laid out instrument cluster. You see you've got your tach and temp, your fuel and miles per hour, and of course any messages you need to know are going to come up on the inside. Beautiful leather steering wheel, multifunction. You got voice control. It does your Bluetooth. Again, the Audi logo in the middle. Nice muted, soft, small airbag there. You've got your automatic headlights, your fog lights if you want them. All the stocks, everything is just so mint in this car. There's no crust in any of it. There's no dust. It's just been so beautifully kept. You know, everything just absolutely lovely. Over here, Audi's infotainment system. That gives your AM, FM, 10 speakers, and, you know, premium sound. You got satellite radio. I think they're having a free promo at the moment. So, oh, God, coffee house. I'm sorry, but it's just a bunch of whining millennials, the coffee house. Every time I turn it on, they're crying about something, and it drives me nuts. So let's go back to the 80s when men were men. All right, that's a joke. If you've ever seen, you know, okay, it doesn't matter. Okay, down here, Audi concert sound, your in-dash CD, Bluetooth, vehicle settings, all there for you. You've got your dual side climate control there. Very funky way the buttons work in these things. So if I go to heated seats, actually that works really normal. That's the first time I've seen that in an Audi. If I go to fan control, you see the numbers come up, and then this adjusts the fan speed. If I press auto again, this now adjusts the temperature. So you have to get used to that. Also here in the Audi sound, these things light up as you need them. So you go there, you're storing, you know, so on and so forth. The logic of it comes to you very quickly, but you got to get used to it. In here, an ashtray that has clearly never been used. You've got your electronic parking brake. This runs your top. This runs all four windows. This turns your traction control off. You can go over here if you want to shift your... let's see what we got. I won't let you go through without moving, but that will let you sport shift the car. All right, let me run the top for a minute so you can see that. I'm just going to press down on this button. Up comes the top cover, and the fabric soft top moves very quickly. Seals into place. Down comes the back, and seals into place again. Fantastic. Look at the little LEDs they put in the, why are they giving me that much fan speed? The little LEDs they put in the headliner. That's, again, very unlike any other car in its class, and just kind of a neat feature. Also, beige is the only way that, oh God, listen to this thing beep at me. Beige is the only color that comes in, so luckily it fits this car perfectly. Absolutely hates me having my seatbelt off. Okay, now I've got the windows down, but you can see that it's got a black fabric soft top in fantastic shape, beautifully designed, beautifully insulated, nice glass rear window, beautifully sealed, everything fit and proper on this car. It's just an absolute miracle of condition. Love to know the guy who owned this thing, or gal. It's possible a woman kept her car this clean. It's possible. All right. We got our seatbelt back and go for a spin. Now, if I want to run up all four windows, I can just do that with this. Pull up. Look at those things fly. This thing has super fast windows. And we go to driving. So, you know, again, with the two-cylinder turbo, it's certainly adequate, you know, to move you down the road. But it's not going to be a real race car and fling your head back. But that's fine when you consider the trade-off for fuel mileage, because you're not going to be wanting for power unless you're, you know, some kind of Mario Andretti type. God, it just feels so nice. You know, the steering, it feels like a brand new car, this thing. You know, variable assist steering, light, easy, nice, beautiful feedback, lovely brakes, just the right amount of pressure. Of course, the Audi engineers are the best in the business, and when it comes to driving, you got a little turbo. You saw that thing flash in the light. That was my traction control coming on. Turbo kicked in and cut the front tires loose just a little bit, which shows you the instant sort of pile-on torque this engine has. You know, you're just not going to feel like you need any more power. All right, goes down the road beautifully, nice and quiet. You know, everything about driving this car is just nice. It feels very spacious. You know, you don't feel cramped in here at all. The seats are supportive and comfortable and lovely. And there it is. You just feel like $1 million driving this car. 2013 Audi A5 Cabrio. This is the premium version. Beautiful color combination, teak brown, sort of a cream beige inside. 13,000 miles, one owner car, mint. Absolutely mint. You're gonna love this thing. I'm gonna run the top down real quick again. Let's see if we can do that at a traffic light. I'm pushing it. We still got green over there, but oh, look at that. It won't do it in gear. So, all right, well, since we're changing, I won't go, but you got to be in park to run the top. Damn, would have been nice to get into work with that. And do it at the next red light. Anyway, again, 2013, 13,000 mile, one owner, gorgeous A5 Cabrio. You have an interest, give us a call, 239-649-7300, on the web at mercedesexpert.com. Thank you so much for having a look. We appreciate it. I'm going to pull in. Where am I going to pull? I got to get this top down. I got to get it down. All right, let's do this real quick. It's just such a nice chilly morning. Be a nice wake up on the way into work. So yeah, let's try drive this time. Push down on that. You know what doesn't work the top is when you're using the four-way window switch. That doesn't work the top. It only turns out works the window. So probably need to have a second cup of coffee this morning. Let's get that back down. Look how fast that is. Thing absolutely screams with the speed of putting the top down. All right, away we go. Look, thank you very much for having a look. I'm gonna get some coffee. You do what you do, and we'll see you with the next one. Take care.